the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The short hands, it's Buchanan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
Got a man. It's Marshall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Underwood. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Underwood. Got his man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those 2 guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Here's Moore to throw. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Again, it's Moore. It's complete to the left.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside. It's Hill. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back.
Got it! First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his man, it's Marshall. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Fires left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Play fake, Underwood. receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here's Underwood. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Davison. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready, ready. Red 54, red 54. Red page. Go, go.
Moore. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. On target. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It is perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. Dumps it off in the flats. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's got it. At the 35, he's open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 15 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Georgia looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throwing more. Bringing the heat. Chase to the right. Slings it downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Dante Moore moving out to the right. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Underwood using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
Could be an alley. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Here's Moore to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, and suddenly you are operating in plus territory.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Fires on the move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hill. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Looking for a gap. It's Davison. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Ducks need to pick it up on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Right on the money. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Again, it's Underwood. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Moore with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed to play like that.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Makes the grab on the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Quickly to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
139 out of drop. 139 out. Ready.
Throwing, Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
To the air. It's Underwood. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Going for 6. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Michigan! He got it right inside the pylon.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Davison.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.